Good morning to all, and today we will get acquainted with the domestic operating system Sample Linux, which was created as part of the Alt Linux distribution. This distribution is such a budding, which has not completely separated from the project from the Linux, is developing within its framework. That is, it is a distribution that uses it as the main graphical shell, and probably the only one. Here, unfortunately, we have been updated for a very long time, and we have the latest version for 10 here, if I'm not mistaken. So, let's start getting acquainted. This is a Life SIT with the possibility of installation. There is also a Life 9 version, that is, just a 9 install version. And this is a Life 9 mini version, and that is, approximately this image weighs almost 900 megabytes. And there are about 2 or 3 gigabytes there. I think this image is enough for a start. Here, there is a very large set of necessary programs, almost all at once, what you need to eat. Here, I have already launched GIMP. The software is relatively fresh, GIMP 2 and 8.4. I can't say that 2 and 8.4 are quite stable. Well, there's an Avatar 2 draw, something else, then you can. I think 2 and 8 and 6. It seems like it was probably much better, because there were some troubles in this version. So, what do we have as a browser? Let's launch it. So, let's launch the internet from here. Here we have the 24th version, and long-term support. That is, I think that if we launch Synaptic, we will already have the 31st version in updates there. Because I'm in a similar Malt Linux, only on the mat I looked, there already is. I don't think they have different repositories, I think they are the same. So, then they still have a client District of Columbia++, a dialer program using the 3Pi protocol, a Thunderbird client, remote access to the desktop, a transmission BitTorrent client, file synchronization, an instant messaging client. Probably we will have a Pidgin. Now, let's say we'll see. That's right, Pidgin is such a very good program, as for me, so such a small clone of Adium McCostney. Well, that's enough of him even keeping up with him. There are also a lot of additions. It will support many protocols. We'll finish it for now. We immediately took a liking to Compass. Naturally, the computer will probably not work at this stage. Yay. Let's pause the recording for a second. Here we have a small nuance happened with the computer, because it seems to me it was a little wrong to run it on a virtual machine without normal support. 3D cards are not good. Well, we won't do that now. So, we have it. The desktop starts. So let's continue. We look further. In the graph, if we have DED viewing, then GIMP, image magic display. So, a component or an office. Viewing, that is, an image scanning program, and an image viewing program. And it's so pretty easy. I can't say that it's very good, but to view just simple images there. I'm not talking about processed images of a DLR or something like that. It will be quite good to cope. So that's it from the chart. Here, there is a set, we have a game even, so as not to get bored. Canadian Momong. In general, such a package of GNOME games. Sapper, for example, a Windows Sapper. Stop, we're playing under Linux. So, everything is clear with games. The tools here are a calculator, an archiver, a clipboard manager, a search, a screenshot, a text editor. What is he because of the text editor here? Meditate. I don't even hear about it. Meditate. I know, Jidit was under the GNOME, as if he is. I haven't heard of meditation. It looks pretty good in principle. I did not work with this text editor. So, multimedia. Well, here we have a player right away, a very good player. Someone speaks better than Volley, someone says that it is worse. Well, I believe that they are almost on the same level, to become at least better, as though I try to use it and I do not know why. Both players are just great. We are looking at the version 0.86, the old version. It seems to be fresher already should be. Well, I don't think that it will. It will be bad to reproduce something, because I still have a version on my shoe. The version of the Velk 09 and 5 2008 years. And it works, well, I think it works perfectly. Therefore, it's not worth chasing new products there much. The main thing is that there are all codecs, and they work with stable quality. So, what do we have as an audio player, let's say? So what is this? I didn't understand at all. This is Odysseus. Lovers of classic wine, in my opinion, you will become like this. Cool, right? It will also support a large number of codecs. Interface. Not a bad audio player, quite light. I have nothing to reproduce yet. So, although in principle, well, you can download something. Come on. It's like you haven't heard the music. So, disk copy recordings. It seems to me that it will probably be either a Brazer or a native browser. Yes, because there is still a native X versus, it's like he's pretty limited compared to Bosera. They put a boss in here. I think they did it right. So, well, this is an ordinary sound adjuster, Pulse Audio. The microphone can be configured, the tag editor, but I'm not familiar with this program. I can't tell you about it. An invitation to update. There are no updates. So I'm not doing, I have to get out of here. Then, we have a package or an office. The version is probably for 1.4 and 2, which we have the last one assembled for Alt Linux. For 1.4. So, here we still have some calendar to recognize. Damn, and that it was launched at us. It would have to be auto right away. Alright, this is a text recognizer and a dictionary yet. So, in the network here we have Firefox. We have already looked at it. System programs, installer, computer, system monitor. You know what's confusing? Because I did the previous review from I swear on the mat, I have a feeling that he ate less. There was less loading of the processor and RAM. Maybe even as much, but he loaded the processor less, practically did not load it. And here, no offense said, although let's say, there they are pretty naked, nod, here it is already a little licked by thieves. The distribution has been released for a long time, since the year 2009, it is simple Linux. Everything is so pleasant to the touch, it seems to be simple, but so well groomed, a set of software is not bad. Yes, RAT 4 and 10. With updates, something developers are already completely engaged in nonsense. So well installers, I think we have a standard one here. The control center is the same as Volt Linux. That's it I think. Thank you for your attention.